Welcome to Showcase of Homes on Lifestyle. I'm your host, Janine Buckner, and today we have a very special guest with us and one of my favorite realtors, Jim Hartung from RE/MAX Select Properties. How are
Janine,
you?
how are you?
It's great to see you as always.
Thanks.
Tell me what's new.
Well, first time you've been on the show with me and me with you, and
Exactly.
you know we're in the same office, and I just want to, since we're in the same office, I did want to touch base with RE/MAX Select Properties. We have a great office, and we have great agents in the office, and we have great managers and great bosses, and just great people, and I appreciate that, and it's an area where I've been with the company since 1987. I know it you think longer, but it's 87, and it's been a great, how many years? 20-some years,
Right.
23, 4 years, and it's been good to me and my family, and I feel that if someone is wanting to buy a house or sell their house, and they would call me at RE/MAX. I'm going to get, right now, before we get into it, I'm going to give you my website, which is www.lds-realestate.com.
Okay.
And my phone number, they can call it any time. They can just call it, because I'm not going to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning, so they can call it anytime they want. And if they would, at 703-547-1322, if they would call that number, then I can help them out.
Right.
Two things we want to talk about before we finish here, and one has to do with interest rates. Interest rates are going to be good for another year. Get your credit right.
Right.
Call an agent from RE/MAX, but if you don't have a name, my name is Jim Hartung, and so give me a call.
Right, and you are a very experienced, very good agent, and
I'm
that
very
experience
old.
goes a long
That's
way.
right. You know what I mean? I wish I had a better, younger face.
No, but it says a lot. People don't buy houses, more than every few years, and so when they do, it's very important to have someone who's done a lot of transactions and who knows, and I know that you do. So,
just yesterday, I see a guy cutting his grass, and I pull over. I want to ask him a question because he has a lawnmower as big as his house, and I want to say where he got the lawnmower from. And he says to me, he says, I should have used a real estate agent when I bought my house. He says, I will never do that experience without an agent again. And I don't care what they think, that they're going to save money or they're going to save $1 or $2. They're not going to save anything because they're going to make the choices. And because they're making the choices, they can either spend more or they can see what they can get by making an offer.
Right.
And I don't know why it's every time, hi, Bob and Barbara, how are you doing? How long have you lived in your house? Well, we overpaid for the house, or we didn't buy a house, the basement's leaking, we didn't have a home inspection. Just so many different things.
That's just it. There's so many different facets to a real estate transaction. It's not just about price. Price is important, but a realtor knows price and value, but there's so many other things, legal, disclosures, inspections, so forth, and you can help them with all that.
And we have agents, there are a lot of good agents in Northern Virginia. Then there's a lot of agents who know nothing. So.
But you're good and you're fun, so
that's right,
you make it a pleasant experience. No,
I like it when my people say to me, Jim, I wish we could go another week. Can we go out next weekend even though we bought a house? Because we had a good experience.
Because you had a good experience. That's so important. Now, I know you have a listing, too, that you want to talk about, so tell us a little bit about that.
I have a listing on Chop Take in Ashburn.
Okay, and what's the price?
Completely renovated, beautiful 2-bedroom.
Okay.
It's under $260,000. And it's just
great price.
Beautiful price in Ashburn.
And like you said, interest rates are low, so that it's just
so
perfect
they'll give me a call on that number that I gave them at the beginning of the show, and we'd love to show it to them, and it's a beautiful house.
Jim, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
I hope. Good to see you.
Good to see you. See Paul waving his arms over
Paulie,
to
how
wrap.
many minutes?